like the countdown.
Yeah, it's not manual. It's not automatic. Like I
See, that's what
over.
I thought it was automatic because I didn't want you.
Oh no!
I didn't
No,
want
no, no.
just suddenly switch over to being live chat.
It's automatic, or it's manual. I
It's
switched
manual.
it over.
My apologies. I'm sorry.
Wow, Ryan is starting off
sure
with a rat call and an Eggy. Holy shit! All right, well we'll do rat call first because we know how Eggy feels about rats. Yes, I'm staring at you, Eggy, because you fell off my shoulder the second a rat came on stream during Inscription the other night. All right, the rat call. Thank you for the redeem. Woo! And then we have the Eggy, and Grant doesn't exist on my screen. Of course.
Grant, I suppose, is dead.
Grant, I suppose, doesn't exist at the moment. I know what to change your name to now. Ho 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 ho.
Grant the therapist.
No. Alright. Boop. Thank you for the redeem, Ryan. I carry you. Alright, guest stuff. Are you guest name 1? Yes, you are. Great. Let me edit guest name 1.
There we go.
Grant Alivant is now joining us on stream.
I like that one, actually.
Grant Alivant. Hi everyone, my name is Aaron Gray, and I am here with Grant Alivant today.
Yes.
Which is a variation of Grant. Yes, fire!
Slightly changed up.
Yes. And I have an Eggy on my shoulder, thanks to Ryan's redeem of Eggy, the great Egg Attorney Chronicles. Eggy, it's about you! How do you feel about that? Yeets himself from my shoulder, because that's all he knows how to do.
Like, I don't know how to be a lawyer, ma'am.
I mean, neither do I, but here we are.
You need to get some Velcro, like, put onto the bottom of him, so when you can put him on your, like, jacket or whatever, he just, like, stays on.
No! I don't want to stick Velcro to him. And then also it would pill whatever shirt I'm wearing, and I don't want to do that.
Alright.
Alright, trial part 2. Is this a cut on my finger?
Don't know, is it? You're around your finger more than I am.
Can't tell. Alright, so before we begin, here is the trial so far, which I'm going to demonstrate here. Listen, y'all, I changed the amount of points for stop and explain. It is now 1 whole pit. It is now 1 whole tech point. And the stop and explain means, like, let's say you're coming into a stream partway through and you have no idea what's going on, which is totally valid. Stop and explain makes me stop playing whatever I'm playing, or I take time out to explain what is happening. Also, hi, I'm all officially a bad person TM because I put happy birthday in a streamer's chat and watched the chaos ensue. You're not chaotic gay, because I'm pretty sure you're not gay in any way, shape, or form. But, like, unless, if I'm wrong, let me know. But, like, that is chaotic. I think that might be chaotic good, Grant?
It'd be chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral. Happy birthday, Gray. No, my birthday's not until April. Chaotic straight. Chaotic straight. So I wanted to stop and say hi, heading to bed, early day tomorrow, so bed, night, bye. Also, Eggy! Thank you, Adrian, for the bits. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm petting Eggy on my shoulder. He deserves the pets. But thank you. Have a good sleeps. Night, bye. Night, bye. 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 I am bi. Haha. I'm also non-binary. Haha. Anyway. So stop and explain. We're gonna stop and explain. Hey, Tomo! Thank you for the follow! I love your content on Hover, by the way. Very pog. Very good content. I was gonna say something else. Need to get the gold cheese that I made. I like my own creation too much. Now I am going to change the order of the cheeses, so you have to work harder now. Sorry. Oh my god! Thank you for the gift sub. Wow. I need to figure out what special something I should do for my subscribers. Like, oh, thank you. Hello came to follow and show love. Thank you. I'll have to check out your channel later because I don't think I got to look at it on Twitch, but I did like your hover content, so I'm probably gonna like your Twitch content. I'm just a busy college student who, like, shouldn't be on Twitch all the time, but here I am anyway. Maybe that's what I wanted you to do and gave the wrong cheese. Okay, Adrian. Okay, Adrian. You go to bed now, Adrian. Alright, but stop and explain because I redeemed my own channel points, so I actually have to do them now. So, we are halfway through the trial. We figured out the Crescent Moon Face's wife, who's the maid, who no one knows is the wife of the Crescent Moon Boy's person. Thank you also for redeeming Stop and Explain Grant. Is one of the jurors, which is a heavy conflict of interest. And I think right now we're doing a summation examination again because the court is leaning in favor of guilty at the moment when one of the jurors is very sus. And are we done with the wife and husband? Are we done with them or are we not done with them
We are
yet?
not done with them. We're going to get a testimony from the husband.
No, no, no. I meant from Rolly and Patricia. I think that's her name. Patty, Patricia. Are we done with the cop and the wife?
No, that's what I was saying. The
Oh.
cop we're going to have another testimony from them. More specifically from the
Cop.
beat, from Rolly.
From the Bobby.
From the Bobby Rolly beat.
And you voice them so well.
I voice the Rolly beat. You voice the woman.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I voice him like I voice the gingerbread man in Shrek.
Yeah, it took me 2 hours to figure that out, and I'm kind of sad with myself. I also made that a clip. Like, are you the voice of the gingerbread man from Shrek? You're like, yeah. Gray, I think you need your brain checked.
It's alright. I mean, that's essentially what I was going for, because unfortunately I can't do a very high pitch too often, but
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to start voicing now?
Yes. Go for it.
Okay. I have considered the defense counsel's request for a further summation examination of the jury. And I have determined that the court must uphold the defense's judicial right to this procedure.
Damn right.
Unfortunately, there's no one here named Mr. Wright to be a right, but... So, counsel will now proceed with their second summation examination. I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman.
Oh, this man's also a conflict of interest because he was a witness on the past trial, and I'm very sus of him.
He was one of the possible killers, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
Where are you, my lord? Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and concisely for the court the grounds on which you find the defendant guilty of this crime.
Oh, I just realized I need to change my follower goal on my overlay because I'm not at 326 followers. Oh, no, no, no. I'm at 334 now. Oh, nope. I can't read. Goal amount 400. Starting amount 334, I think. Okay. Done. Great. It's updated. Fantastic. All right.
Updated.
Gray read good. Gray do
in
read.
disguise.
Gray do read good when she's not reading stuff for grad school. I have to take My first class of the semester is research methods, and I'm not looking forward to it. Pain. Oh, so they all are voting guilty right now. Okay.
Yep.
It's hard to tell at the scales when it's not, like, fully out. Like, I always... Okay, never mind. Just gonna continue.
The accused left behind evidence of the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
Okay, well, rule number 1, one of those is not his books, but okay.
Wasn't there 4?
Hold on. There were 4 books, you're right. There were 4 books. You're right, because the one in her hand.
Yeah.
If there were some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it? Dearie me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening even with a direct hit.
Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble. Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes. Or was that the cocaine? Yes, considerably more tangible arguments from all the members of the jury this time around, it seems. With one notable exception, of course. My learned student friend was unable to find fault in previous witness testimony.
Friend of the forest, yeah, Eggy! Yeah, now you can... Oh, well, Eggy's a follower emote, so, like, anyone can use Eggy.
Now she has the cat.
Yeah!
So the court must accept the fact it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And moreover...
Stop breaking your chalices, my guy!
No one else was even at the scene of the crime to commit the crime.
I'm sus about that fact, but okay.
Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, it would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. I fail to see how it could be argued any other way.
That means, I'm afraid, that during the summation examination, it's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts.
But how? Who would even
Blah, 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 blah.
Word. What would even constitute
Words.
a tangible explanation here?
Sorry.
But Seeks, Daddy, hello?
Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman and how? Those 2 details are all you need to provide. Simply give us a name and method by which the attack can be conducted.
And there I was thinking this might be hard. That's what she said.
But Mr. Naruhodo, you will have to do it. Otherwise, this really will be where the trial ends.
Ugh, no pressure then. Snarky boy.
That's quite enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please. I presume you're prepared, counsel?
No, I'm not. Oh, yes, my lord. Alright, Renosuke. Focus your mind now, and slap your cheekies. Double time. We have a Cthulhu in chat. Oh no. Clearly, the key to the summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid. Or should I say, Mrs. Garadeb.
We have a book that disappeared from Garadeb's house on that evening of the incident, and the 4th book found in the victim's hand.
There must be a way to link the 2. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far, whatever it takes. Don't forget to keep an eye on Mrs. Garadeb and how she reacts, even to the things other people say. Thank you for the very obvious hint, game, that I need to be listening around in the court. Thank you. Look at him. So, look, the wife and husband are in the background. How cute.
They are adorable.
They are adorable.
I just hope they're not in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, for real. Okay.
I didn't really like the wife tugging on the guy as much as she was, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
We can press.
Wait, I want to figure it out.
Alright.
I think we have to press juror 6.
Alright.
Can you confirm?
Yeah. You press juror 6.
Alright, because like he's talking about a home and a fire, or a fire at the home. So we're gonna press him, and he's probably gonna ask like, "So what did you do in that situation?" He's like, "Oh, we opened a window, you see." And then we're gonna
opened the window.
we opened a window because we have no central air systems here in ye old England.
Yeah, Mrs. Garrett is the only one that mentions that the door was closed, and I don't believe her.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case? Oh, big words here, alright.
Sorry, what was that? You ought to speak up, lad.
Ryanosuke just wants to go to bed. He's just like, I quit. I want to go home. Don't you dare give Sasato guff for reminding you of things, Gray. I will not stand for it. Alright, then sit down then. Stay seated. Lie down, for the matter of fact. Lie down.
Get a nice
dare
pillow.
you.
Get a blanket.
Yeah.
And enjoy yourself. Get some
Yeah.
popcorn.
Get some hot chalky while you're at it. Could you tell us more about that fire?
It was last winter my grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday.
Oh, did I tell you about my cake debacle yesterday?
You did not tell me that, no.
So, ye old Gray over here tried to bake a cake for the first time by herself, you see. Using boxed mix, because I am not crafty and skilled enough. I have not reached that tier of cooking or baking to make
Apparently
a
you
cake
have to sacrifice
from scratch. What?
Apparently you have to sacrifice a young child in order to get baking right.
Yeah,
To get
yeah, you do. Considering I helped my mom bake a lot of cakes when I still lived at home before I went to college. Maybe I will. Good! We want you to be comfy here at the Aaron Gray YouTube Twitch channel. What are we? I don't know what we are. Apparently we're in a simulation, so it's fine.
I believe you went to Kool-Aid.
College.
Timmy went to college.
Anyway.
Timmy went to Kool-Aid.
Anyway. Ooh, chapstick. Hello, my beloved. So, I baked a cake. I put everything together in one 8x8 pan, because that's all I have. I have not, I mean, I do have cupcake tins, but, like, I don't want fucking cupcakes. I want a cake. So, first of all, it muffin topped out of the pan. Thankfully, none of it went into the oven itself when I was baking it. Then, I let it rest on my counter, as you do. And then I tried taking it out, and it split to 3 pieces. Like 3 layers, but like very uneven layers. And part of the bottom was stuck to the bottom of the pan. I cried in my kitchen. Because all I wanted was a cake. Not 3 pieces of a cake. And it tastes okay. As best as a boxed red velvet cake with pre-made cream cheese frost or buttercream? No, cream cheese frosting is gonna taste. So yeah, that was a fun, painful time yesterday. No words, Grant? No sympathy?
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Sorry you had
I
an
told
awful
you-
time making a cake? I don't know.
I'm sorry you had an awful time baking cake. I told you you have to sacrifice your firstborn child in order to bake
I
a
don't
cake.
have. I am not sacrificing Eggy. I already sacrificed 3 of his siblings to make this cake.
I'm just saying, that's what you have to do in order for it to go right. I'm not... In fact,
Maybe I
that
should have
went
had
wrong.
Christmas Cthulhu sitting on my counter. I don't know.
You probably should. If you tolerate a Christmas Cthulhu, he might actually give praise to you. And
I do have a
help bake
Christmas
your cake.
Cthulhu. He is one with my Pokemans right now on my shelf. Sacrifice the Eggy. No, not the Eggy child. No, not him.
You can always get another one.
No. No, we're not doing that. No. Alright. So anyway, that was my cake tangent because this man happened to mention a cake.
What cake did you say you were making again?
Red velvet.
Red velvet. Those are the best kind too.
They are,
Ooh, I'm
especially
cold.
like when they're made from scratch with cream cheese frosting and they have like a hint of chocolate in it. Ooh, chef's kiss.
I've only ever had red velvet one time whenever I went to a wedding. And I didn't even get to try it because honestly, I was way too sick to be there, so I didn't even get to like. I just barely tasted it. So
Yeah. I remember my mom for my dad's birthday, we made him a red velvet cake from scratch, but I was sick, so like I don't know why my mom was having me help bake a cake from scratch when I was sick. I don't know.
she didn't believe you were sick.
Huh?
Probably because she didn't believe you were sick.
Oh no, I had to stay home from school that day, I think. I'm pretty sure I had to.
Yeah, that's just weird. The
So
only
the
time I ever
Cthulhu's
had to do things whenever I was sick is because my parents didn't believe I was sick. So.
You don't need to sacrifice a child to bake. As someone who bakes, it really just needs to sacrifice to sanity for 4 hours and 27 minutes. I mean, I laid on the floor next to my kitchen and cried because, like, I was so sad with how my cake turned out. You can see the progression of the pictures in the Discord server of how it went from, like, oh, look, muffin top to, like, oh, shit, it's 3 pieces now. Ew, cream cheese icing is bad. Scratch buttermilk icing is the goat. Okay, I like both. I hate store-bought buttermilk, but I will gladly eat handmade buttermilk icing. What's the one I don't like? Sugar icing or something? Confection sugar icing? There's like... Buttermilk I like more than like the sugar icing. I forget what it's called. Anyway, read your lines.
It had 75 candles on the top, it did. With a sight to behold it was.
This man's 75 and living in like ye olde England. That's impressive.
I know, I had to fight in one of the wars.
Marzipan isn't great. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that is an icing, but I've never heard of it before.
All I remember is playing.
You put candles on a cake? Was this some kind of devil worship? Oh, because... Cultural differences. Oh, this is good.
Of course not, it was an angel cake to celebrate my birthday, obviously.
I had a hummingbird cake once. It was awesome. More like a fancy bread than a cake, though. Interesting. I've never heard of a hummingbird cake before. Was it shaped like a hummingbird, or was it like the type of cake itself? I like when cakes taste like cake. I love it when the cake isn't a lie.
I love whenever the hummingbird is in the cake.
No!
And then it comes flying out. It's like a big old surprise.
Surprise! Surprise!
Then it flies away.
Grant, no! Grant, okay. Grant, yes. Welcome to the Chaotic Gay Twitch channel.
It seems that's a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruhodo.
Anyway, I mustered all my puff to blow them all out. By that I used my, what do you call those things that collect the dust in the fireplace? I used one of those. I must have blown along somehow. The flames didn't go out. My candles went flying all over the room.
How is that possible?
He must have really blown fucking hard with that, like,
We
tool
use the
that I was
breath of the
talking about.
wolf from, like, the Three Little Pigs, where he huffed and puffed and blew a dick.
My guess is that it was most likely print candles.
Prank candles in 1850 whatever in Britain. Okay.
You never know.
I mean, I guess anything is possible in Japanifornia. I mean, we're not technically in Japanifornia, but okay. Hummingbird is the type of cake. It's banana pineapple and originated in Jamaica, according to Google. Banana pineapple cake? Ooh.
The hell's banana pineapple?
A banana and a pineapple.
Okay, I thought it was put together.
Yes, it's put together in the cake, but it's not like a fusion fruit, which fusion
That's what I
fruit
was
do
thinking.
exist.
I was
Coal
thinking someone
dust
put
is
the...
coal dust is extremely explosive. No freaking wonder there was a fire. Yeah. I mean, the fire was so strong. Like, look, his nose and cheeks are still red from how hot it was.
I think that's because he's secretly Santa Claus.
I thought the judge was secretly Santa Claus.
Okay, you're actually right. The judge is secretly Santa Claus. This is the dollar store marketplace Santa Claus.
The furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke.
When I was in high school, my parents sent me out to get candles for my brother's birthday. I bought the ones that relight themselves. Oh, so trick candles. Yeah. I think it's because he's probably either tipsy, cold, or both. Yes. The answer to that is yes, Combat Butler. Definitely sounds like a devil worship to me. And by the sneezes, I presume you mean a cold. How'd you catch a cold from a fire?
The fiasco was the grandchildren, bless them, threw water all over me as they tried to put out the flames. And then because the whole room was filled with smoke, of
They
course,
cracked open a window.
we had to open all of the windows to clear it.
The windows?
Fighting winter air rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave, it did.
Ah, so it was devil worship.
I got a terrible cold from it. It puts me in hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry.
I knew it was devil worship all along. Something about this old man's story is playing on my mind for some reason. You demonstrate who and apart from... I'm trying to skip it. Okay. Am I now supposed to pit Maid against 6? So 4 against 6?
Well, hers is about the,
Oh.
You said number 2?
I said 4 against 6.
Oh.
Or no, 3 against 6. Because
Yes.
3 talks about the window being closed, while 6's story talked about having to open all the windows because of the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in contradiction with each other.
Objection!
These two jurors' statements clearly contradict one another.
They do? Oh, exactly, Counsel.
Don't point at me again. I told you it wasn't me.
What's that you say? Speak up, lad, speak up.
Juror number 3, do you see? Oh, me? See what, sir? Did you hear juror number 6's account on his birthday celebrations last year? It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Oh! Exactly. On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garrideb household, and Mr. Garrideb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke. That's it?
Oh, hello.
She really sipping that tea now, son.
You want to pursue this?
So we do want to pursue this, so this is not a red herring, right? Because I know sometimes the game will do that.
It is a pursue.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Journal number 4. Do you have something to say about that? And by the way, would you mind sharing some of that tea that you keep from your infinite teapot you got there?
Is this the same teapot that she poured on her husband?
Yes, probably. Mrs. Garadeb.
Oh, dearie me. What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am?
Because, thanks for admitting it. Alright. It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now.
Well, what is it?
When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
What? I beg your pardon? What are you insinuating?
The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window.
And what if we did? Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window. Which can't have been easy since I continue to give him a justly deserved book battering.
So she threw books at her husband
Yep.
while he was opening the window.
Yep.
One of them probably flew right past him and wound up on the street.
Also, she was doing this while the house was kind of on fire.
Yeah. Didn't seem to care that the house was on fire. Just like, alright. Fine.
I think this just goes to show you that spousal abuse can be done both ways.
Amen. Amen to that. Hold on, I'm gonna fix the part in my hair. Hello, I am still Aaron Gray, but my hair looks a tad more presentable now.
Aaron Bray.
Aaron Braid?
Yeah, it works.
Alright.
Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise.
Says who? What doctor says this?
You need to go to some anger management, ma'am.
Please. Just a tad, lol. Of course, I should have realized.
That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You've managed to establish the window was open. We simply must have that added to Mrs. Garadeb's test formal statement. Now you mention it, yes, the window was open at the time. I'd clean forgotten, but it's true.
Okay, so the window could have been open when a woman was throwing books. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. So now do I pit 3 against 4?
Apparently we're supposed to press someone's statement now.
Okay. Let me go back from the beginning here. Hey, idiotic Scotsman. Scotty, how are you? Welcome to stream. Ta-da! Scotsman is someone I met on Hover. We were chatting a lot yesterday in, their, voice chat, and he's a pretty cool dude. Yeah.
Hoover.
Huh?
What's that? In Hoover.
In Hoover, yes. Yeah, watch us do really bad accents and really bad voice acting. Grant's doing better than I am, because Grant has the fun part of voicing the judge. How are you doing tonight, Scotty? Welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you here.
I like voicing Roly Poly and Vampire Daddy as well.
Vampire Daddy, my beloved. He could step on me. Okay.
Oh, you'd like me to step on you, you say?
Ryan.
Let me go get my belt and whip.
Oh, cool. Looking for voice actors for my own game. Don't disappoint. Ha ha ha. I mean, hey, in my
I'm available
Discord
on the
server, I
Discord,
do
dude.
have an area where you can do like an in search of thing, and I'm pretty sure Grant, nudge nudge, would be totally willing to do some voice acting. Nudge nudge.
Yeah, dude, if you want.
If
just have to
if he's
tell
up
me
to
when.
par to what you're looking for.
Yeah, if I'm able to do the ones that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're looking for, so.
The accused left behind evidence that the scene didn't hear those 3 books of his, so okay, that's true. There's some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed. I might reconsider. Room being open. Okay. Okay, I'm torn between pressing 4 and 5, because 5 doesn't really tell us why he's voting guilty. He just says, like, I just want to get it over with, but, like, we don't know his reasoning behind it. And then 4 because we just learned that it was open. But I'm leaning towards 5. Am I correct?
You have to do 5.
Great. Haha, just kidding. Just kidding right now. We do all our own voiceover. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I appreciate I admire that. Yeah, cuz like I'm kind of like that. I'm also similar in that way where like I want to do everything myself. Or like the people I'm working with, like we work on it and not have outside people. So like I respect that. You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here.
Well, him and me both, and like I said before.
What?
I told you already, I'm a day laborer, aren't I? Well, I don't bring home some Reddies with me tonight. You'll find me floating face down in the Thames near tomorrow morning.
What?
You heard me, my missus isn't one to mess about. You know, she can be fierce, believe you me.
Another shining example of marital bliss, then.
Situation like this cropped up the other day. I was,
Not performing well in bed, huh?
You know, it's funny, but I can't quite remember.
You're not performing well in bed, huh? Sorry?
It was far too frightening. That's the thing. Must have blocked it out.
I call bullshit. Helpful. Not performing well in bed. Oof.
I wonder if Mr. Beat will ever be dragged into the Thames by his scarf.
If that hasn't happened.
Anything to say about it?
If that fucking hasn't happened already. Don't even go there, Mrs. Sato. Don't give her any ideas. There must be some way to jog his memory about this. Oh yeah, because we can't present anything to them. Okay.
Now we have to press somebody else's statement.
Juror number 1 has a point. Juror number 2, I don't think we can press yet or pit because, like, we don't have an alternative. We don't have enough facts to provide an alternative explanation. 3, I think we press because we've now confirmed that the window is open.
We do not press number 3.
Okay. So 4?
Yep.
All right. Hold it. Does anyone perform well in bed unless you're voice acting? I think it's hard to act well with limited mobility. Funny. The 4th book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Garrideb told us he had been reading. Why is she acted shocked about this? We talked about this in the courtroom. Ma'am. Maybe we should clock her over the head with a book. Maybe that'll jog her memory.
Well, I really couldn't say.
On the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading? Okay, for the record, why would she be looking at the books she threw at him? Wouldn't she just be, like, throwing books at random and not caring what they were?
Well, at the time, but later on, you probably figure out what you threw.
Oh, yeah, or, like, he's probably like, oh, where'd the Lion's Pride go? Be like, oh, shit, it ain't here. Oh, no.
Like, well, I remember that book you threw at me, and it's not here anymore.
Lovely.
Maybe she did recognize it because maybe it was his favorite.
Maybe.
did. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. And now you come to mention it, yes. He was rather enjoying reading it, you're right. He said it to us.
Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset? That poor juror number 5 just facing her wrath. God, I feel so bad for him.
He's used to it after his wife.
True.
Because I couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember. At times like this, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on, yeah, as well you know.
I really don't.
I barely noticed I was throwing a book, much less the title of it.
Now we go to juror number 5.
Excuse me.
What is it, juror number 5?
You know something? I remember what it was. That memory I blocked out.
Ah.
Very short-term, long-term memory loss.
Yeah.
I was listening to what this granny was saying, all front and back.
I love how he called her a granny. I love that.
Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Mrs. Gardeber the maid, I'll have you know.
Or the maid?
Or
Which
the-
one are you?
Even you're the, oh god. Also, are you saying that because he's not white? That's
Yeah,
the
are
whole
you
cheeky
being
devil?
racist right now, Mrs. Garadeb, or the maid?
Or are you saying that just because he's like,
I remember because of the granny, the bitch over there.
Is she saying cheeky devil because like he's attractive?
I don't know.
Cause like sometimes like people will say like devilishly handsome.
handsome.
Yeah. And
I kind of doubt that that's how she means it, considering that she's hitting him.
yeah. I mean,
Maybe that's her thing, though. Maybe she likes hitting things she likes her husband.
I'm doubtful she likes her husband.
I think she likes her husband, otherwise she wouldn't have gotten so angry.
Yeah. I mean, that's also like abuse, though.
It is abuse, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't like him. It's just that she needs to do better in expressing her emotions and feelings.
I suppose, but it's a little sketch. The man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time. Why is this?
You already made that joke.
Why is this? Okay, we're combating domestic violence with this case. I see.
Really need to get some therapy, some marriage counseling.
It was about 2 weeks ago now. Just got back from home after work, like. Put my hand in my pocket for the wages I earned that day, and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out.
Oh dear, what a disaster.
Oh, you haven't heard the half of it, boy.
Oh?
The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I couldn't hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I've lost the day's wages, love. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear. Sucker the law next to me, it did, and an inch deep.
Maybe the wife threw a pocket knife. And it fell
Sans.
down the window. Out the window. And in the process of like her hurling it, it came undone. Because I'm doubtful pocket knives back in this day and age would have like safeties on them.
Oh, you mean like a switchblade?
Yeah. Because like, if you go to the court record. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
jackknife.
Huh.
So it could have possibly, because like I'm doubtful like these switchblades or jackknives have like any safety precaution to keep them from opening if you like throw it accidentally or something. So like, where the or maybe like she threw it trying to hit him, but like it didn't work or some shit. Hey, DeCapo, thank you for the water redeem. Grant, that means you also have to drink water, and I'm gonna trust you that you're drinking
Joke's
water.
on you. I'm already having drinking water.
Well, drink more.
I'm doing that. Oof.
Hey, how are you doing? I'm sorry you didn't get to stream today, but like, hey, take care of yourself, man. How are you and the wife doing? Nearly stabbed my brother by accident once. He shouted my name, so I turned to look at him while holding a kitchen knife, and he was right next to me. What? That's insane. I mean, did I tell the story about how we had an accidental stabbing on my college campus?
No, you did not.
I thought I did. It might have been a
If you
different
did, I
stream.
didn't remember it.
Someone was playing with knives in, like, the upperclassmen, apartments, and it was, like, a switch knife or something, and, like, they threw it, and then it ended up stabbing somebody on accident.
Whoops.
What?
I said whoops.
Whoops.
Yeah, they accidentally stabbed somebody.
Yep. Doing alright, just super tired. I feel that. But we're not gonna worry about that. That's a tomorrow problem. How are y'all doing tonight? I'm doing good. I had a very productive day today. I got some accidental stabbing. Yeah, it was deemed an accidental stabbing. I'm pretty sure like we got like a crime alert for the university. Like, oh, there was an accidental stabbing, because normally we get stuff for like sexual assault, robbery, but robbery is very rare. But like accidental stabbing is like a 1 in a million. Like you would never expect to see that. Grant, how are you doing?
I'm still coughing sometimes, but other than that, I'm doing fine.
Don't give it to me. God. Gosh.
I can.
Dilly darn gosh.
Not how this works.
Okay. No words, just terror. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy.
Oopsie poopsie.
I could smell it then, you know. The god-awful stench of the Thames.
Thames.
I was sure I was going to end up face down in the muddy banks that night, I can tell you.
Decap, I hope you get some good sleep tonight, though. Be well rested for whatever adventures await you this week. And I hope to catch you streaming. Yeah, I know you stream Thursdays 11 p or Tuesday 11 PST. I might be at internship. I might be able to catch a little bit of it. We'll see. We'll see. And I have class, but you probably won't be streaming by the time I'm done with class. But I'll try to be there. I'll try to be there.
Now that's a real disaster, isn't it?
It's Scott Smith. Scotty, look at the little furry. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, that's from James's stream. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love. Love. Anyway. I can walk. Wait, I'm confused. What?
It's the meme for the ferret walking.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's a long story.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll never use the word lightly again.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this.
Ooh, what emote is this? Ooh! I like that one too. Great, there's a song for it. It's absolutely adorable. Okay. Don't worry about it. I never had expectations people will show up. That means a lot though. Real life comes first. Yeah, I'm probably going to be having to do some academic advising, which basically means I sit and watch the academic advisor do academic advising, because like this will be my 3rd day at internship for Walking Meme. I love for it. Just that GIF brings me life. I love it so much. Just like Crab Rave, but not as much as Crab Rave, I think.
When women lose their rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it.
Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined.
Yeah, you go,
beat us
Sasato.
You gave us a Sasato takedown one of the first times we met you.
Okay, that is fair. But she also did think that we committed murder. So, like...
Because someone she didn't know told her.
Yeah, but of course she sims for Detective Boy, who likes to hang from sockets and things. Fun. I don't miss grad school. I hate it here. It's my last semester and I absolutely hate it. My first class is research methods, which is tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it.
No, I wasn't thinking that. Throwing household objects at people is, well, it's so uncivilized. At least attack with honor, using a bow or the like.
I should have known there was a twist coming, but I didn't.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Ah, yes, the way of karate.
What's attack?
Who are you going to attack? Me?
Never mind. Anyway, this man's words.
Oh shit! James coming with the raid! Yeah! Spread that jam! Thank you for the raid! Hey James, how was the rest of your stream? I had to dip for a little bit because I didn't do some things before I streamed. But how did your stream go? I saw you changed over from Minecraft to, I think, Stardew, right? Welcome to Raiders! Hello, Storm Summoner. Hello, Demon Steph. Welcome. Look at all the little furries. They're so cute.
Our army has arrived.
Thank you for the raid. I can't tell you how much that means a lot to me. I'm gonna give, did I join at the same time as the raid? Yes, you did, Joss. Welcome. Hello. And how was I not followed? Oh my god! Demon Steph, thank you for the follow, and along with you, Joss, thank you. I'm gonna give, wait, I need to scroll up to find James's jams so I can shout out the right person. Jams I met on, Hover. Y'all should go follow him on Twitch. And now, it's gonna play a clip.
I can do decent.
James, your face is so good. Alright, I don't use Twitch like ever. Yeah, you prefer, fucking YouTube. But, like, everyone's got their shit, so it's okay. Wait, no. It happens every time I shout someone else, so this is incentive to have good clips when you show up. Don't shout out me out you. Well, just to lurk, I'm going to be gaming myself, but I will be lurking. Thank you, Storm Summoner. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. Just a little introduction of me. My name is Aaron Gray. I am a queer streamer. Does it just play a random clip from their channel? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I can, Joss, I lurk noises. Does that mean you're leaving me, Grant, for voice acting?
No.
Then why are you lurking?
Because that's what my Twitch thing is gonna do. Because I'm still gonna do work for you, just not on the Twitch.
Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Y'all better bring back some fucking cookies. Also, thank you, Storm Summoner, for the follow. I appreciate you. I assume our clips are super questionable. I mean, sometimes good content comes from super questionable clips, so it's okay. But anyway, back to my introduction. My name's Aaron Gray. I go by she, they pronouns. I am a very queer streamer. I mean, not overtly queer, but yes, I'm queer. Currently in grad school studying student affairs and higher education, which is just fancy words for saying I want to work with college students, but not as a professor. Oh, thank you for the lurk. Thank you. We're the Hacker Rats, so welcome to the Hacker Rat Army. I stream a variety of games like Great Ace Attorney, and I have Grant here, and I'll let Grant introduce himself shortly. I mainly stick with adventure, sandbox / simulation, story-rich games, but I will branch out and play some. Very rarely I'll play a horror game. Sometimes I'll play FPS, including Halo Infinite, which I am waiting for it to come to co-op before I play it. And feel free to join the Discord server below or in chat here feel free to join. Then you'll get updates on when I go live, because since we're getting into the semester tomorrow, my schedule's gonna keep changing because grad classes. Queers are my peers. Absolutely. Thanks, James. Queer nerds forever. Absolutely. I am non-binary bisexual. Thanks for reminding me I need to remove some boring and accidental clips. You're welcome for the reminder, my friend. Let's play some Alien Isolation, Gray. Smile. I already played it, Jesse. I've already played it on my channel. I've actually 100% of the game on Steam, so... and I'll let Grant introduce himself right now while I shout Grant out so y'all can go follow Grant on Twitch.
Hey everybody, this is Grant, also subtotal Aljar. I mostly just play whatever I feel like. Right now I'm going through the Ace Attorney Chronicles again, with a couple of friends doing some voice work with me. And I'm also doing the Death and Taxes. I eventually plan on moving to other games like Dragon Dogma. I eventually plan on recording, and I need to get more clips. I eventually plan on recording and putting on YouTube the Dragon Age series with them. We have a lot of different games that I plan on playing. I plan on even like going through the entire Assassin's Creed series at one point. So
yeah, I was there for a couple of those Assassin's Creed streams. Well, I was at work.
You were also there whenever I was doing Enderall as well, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing Niram, the predecessor to that game, and I realized very quickly that I could not do that because it keeps crashing. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I love doing voice work here for Gray. I love doing the silly voices that her and people that watch like to hear, so.
Yeah, get some good clips, though. It produced some good clips from it. I'm a he-they bisexual. Oh, hey! Yeah, bi gang. We're the bi gang over here, because Grant and I are both bi.
Yes.
Hell yeah. And I'll be lurking, but I'm still listening for a bit. I appreciate the lurk, regardless. Thank you for being here. Do I have pronouns thing? I do not have a pronouns thing, but if y'all want to drop your pronouns in chat, because I would not, words are difficult. I do not want to misgender anybody, so if anyone would like to drop their pronouns in chat, feel free to do so. Mine are right below my name. I'm she, they. Retro, he, she, pan, cool. Oh, and Storm Summoner put the, bi flag. Love it! Love it! Hell yeah. Alright. So, y'all feel free to drop your pronouns in chat, or if you want to continue chatting, that is also fine. But we are going to continue doing some voice acting for the game. Alright, we'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare. Drops he, him.
You said drop pronouns in chat.
If anyone wants to get a badge to show their pronouns on Twitch, there's a browser add-on at pronouns.aljo.io. I am Mr. Yeah, I think my friend Ash, who's like kind of a regular to my channel, sent me the add-on. So I'm gonna look into it, but like I can't do it at my work computer, which is like when I want to do everything, because I'm at work and I'm looking for everything to do because I don't want to do work. So I have to make a mental reminder for myself to do that at some point later. Okay, so now I think we have to pit Juror 5 with Juror 2, because Juror 2 is the one talking about, oh, if there was an alternative explanation for how the victim was stabbed, then sure. Which I think it, because now we can kind of explain, like, oh, maybe, like, she hurled a knife or something. Is that what we do?
It seems like we are supposed, because we pursued Juror 5, so
Yeah.
the next thing it says to do is to pit Juror 2 and 5 against each other.
Yes, I was right! I was right! The only badges I see in chat right now are mine and Jams. Okay, Now I lurk. Okay, have fun with whatever game you're playing, Storm.
Love that cat emoji.
It's cute. That is a cute cat emote.
Objection.
Objection. Those two statements clearly have a deeply significant...
Wait. Hold on. Let me read this again. Those two statements clearly have a deeply significant connection.
There you go.
Okay. That's just a weird... You could have just been more simple, but okay.
Good grief, if you mean they don't contradict each other, explain, Counsel, at once.
Okay, Santa, you're a tad scary. Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be one such novel alternative?
Oh my, whatever do you mean?
I keep forgetting how I voice the women. I keep forgetting,
Right.
and I get them confused.
I think you're doing a pretty good job. I think that's how she sounded last time.
Yeah, but now I did her voice for the maid or Mrs. Garadeb. Because she's not both. She is or. She's one or the other. She's not both, apparently. An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back.
What are you talking about?
We've demonstrated that the 4th book, The Lion's Pride, was found at the scene of the crime. Originated in Mr. Garadeb's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object beside the book could have found its way from the Garadeb household to the street below.
Hey, what's that now?
After all, Mrs. Garadeb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4?
What are you insinuating?
Wait. This is the face of, like, me forgetting how to fucking voice act.
Jeez.
BRB. Okay. Thanks for the BRB, Diana.
What are you insinuating now, you little beanpole?
Ryan, you're my little beanpole now.
Jesus.
Even though he's not little, he's like 6'3". He's not little. I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origins of the book came to light, perhaps she had a feeling this might be what happened.
Hey, you listen here, you little godlike. Pull me to this dirt, I demand a straight answer.
Why are you making him Southern? He's Australian.
You gave us this yarn about some other object making it on the way out of the house, but what? What was it? It's hard for me to remember how to do his voice, so I try it sometimes.
I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make, but I haven't any real evidence to back it up. But I'm certain that at the very least this warrants further investigation. Alright, Mr. Foreman, I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garadeb household to the scene of the crime was, drumroll, the jackknife! Right, Grant?
Yep.
Take that!
You know things get serious when the music dies down and goes silent. Grant, can you actually hear the game?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Juror number 4, Mrs. Garadeb.
What? What now?
I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before?
Ah.
Good Lord, Counsel, what on earth are you doing? That's the weapon that was launched into the victim's back, man.
He knows. He very well knows that. My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb were in the throes of an argument. Mrs. Garadeb was hurling anything she could at her husband, who had been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene.
You can't seriously believe that. The book was found in the victim's grasp.
Are you saying that it flew out the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand?
Even my Mrs. Cat hasn't got a name like that.
Yes, I admit, there are many details we don't yet understand, but that's the point. That's precisely why. We must not allow this trial to end. Not right now.
Oh my! Mrs. Garrideb, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not? Oh,
I'm not voice act. Oh, she passed out. She's like Phoenix. She passes out on command.
Down, down.
My lord.
Oh.
Sorry, I assumed it was a vampire daddy.
I also thought it was him as well.
I wish to change my answer. I'm a woman of my word, after all.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but I just don't think it'd be right for this trial to come to an end with so many unanswered questions.
Mr. Foreman.
I have to agree. Not that I think the granny did it, mind.
Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either.
Australian. All together now, ladies and gents.
How about the man? Oh, the other one is indecisive. He's like, I don't know. We did it.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, as a result of the defense's summation examination, a number of jurors' leanings have changed. 2 jurors called guilty against 4 now calling innocent. Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided. And this trial will continue.
Awesome, Diana. Welcome back.
Now then, Lord Von Zeeks, how does the prosecution wish to proceed?
He wants to murder us. I'm pretty sure that's how he wishes to proceed. Oh no, he just got another chalice like he does. Where does he keep the extra chalices? Are they just like in like a glass holder underneath the banister?
The trial is rapidly descending into a farce.
Hi, back.
Like a corked wine, the first few sips are bitter enough.
He took a few. Why don't you just drink from the fucking bottle, my guy? You're wasting
those
alcohol
volumes-
here.
It's so repugnant, it's good for nothing, save the gutter. Try it.
If I may, Lord Von Zeeks, the defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened.
He's like Reaper from Overwatch. He just reaches into his coat and pulls out another. Hi, Mary. How are you? How's your grinding going in Warframe? I'm assuming that's what you're doing right now. Or playing another video game, which is fine. Which is fine. But I know you said earlier in DN that you're grinding in Warframe. So how is that going?
Incredible. Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman?
The man spares no expense when it comes to being dramatic. I mean, with the outfit he has, I don't blame him. I don't doubt that he is Edgeworth's, like, forefather or some shit.
I've had many children. The defense's argument is a joke, to which I barely know how to respond. But let me start by insisting.
Good, I just beat the crap out of the enemy as a small child. Typical day in Warframe. If you take out the typical day in Warframe part, then it's like, Mary? What are you doing?
That you must all familiarize yourselves better with the relative positions of those places being discussed.
What do you mean by that?
What's his angle this time?
It should already be more apparent that between the scene of the crime and the Garrideb household runs a rather wide street, Briar Road. Which means the distance from the Garrideb's house and the scene is some Yes, 15 yards.
Let me see, 15 yards. That's around 14 meters. 14 meters? Oh, that's a little farther than I had imagined.
And as your ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as to having portentous significance, the fourth book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, the smoldering book wantonly hurled by the ladies of the house traveled some 15 yards.
I'm pausing because I'm thinking. So,
So.
trying to think logistically how that would work. Of her somehow having the book and then like just seemingly passing out in front of Natsume, or like, well, as he was passing her, she passed out. And there's no blood coming from the back, which is even more suspicious. You would think there would be blood seeping through. Right?
No.
Huh?
I don't know how. I said I don't know. I don't know how deep it was. I don't know
Yeah.
where exactly it hit. I don't know how thick of it was closed.
Listen, Vaughn, sexy boots, we can do this all day. He can step on me.
I indeed do have sexy boots. Do you wish to see them?
Hello, ASMR. Hello.
Would you like to vampire daddy ASMR today?
No, I don't. No.
To land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the collapsed victim's fingers and thumb.
Okay, hear me out. Here's a better idea. Instead of just a Red White Christmas album, why not a variety album? So we have maybe one song, a Red White Christmas song, Christmas. Van Zeek's ASMR. The judge doing judge shenanigans.
Judge telling a story about his past.
Yes, please. With like vibes of like, okay, so have you ever seen playthrough of FNAF Ultimate Custom Night?
No, I have not.
Okay, so one of the death scenes, if you get killed by Mr. Hippo, he goes into the, because like after every death of whatever animatronic kills you, you have there's a specific, they say that character says a line to you, and they have like a couple different lines that they could say to you. When Mr. Hippo kills you, he goes into like this long tangent of like a story he's recounting, but it's just like it's a literal tangent. I'll try to find you a video. It's so funny, but like the judge would do that. The judge would straight up do that. Not the hippo. Not Mr. Hippo. So yeah, I like the variety album.
Alright.
Well, maybe after I graduate, we can start working on it.
That's fine with me. I'll have to get my recording equipment up to date, I think.
Yeah, but it's doable. It's definitely doable. Ooh, look, the gay point.
Is this your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend?
Oh, he called us smart and dumb in the same sentence. What class?
And did the jackknife follow a near identical trajectory to plunge into the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy is somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think. Even those pathetic, serialized detective stories have more believable plots, and by I do mean the Detective Sherlock Holmes books.
Cue Sherlock Holmes to like come in, clinging from like from one of the columns in the back, like hello, hello.
So
I am
Bobby's
here.
like holding him back, like, you take that back about my books!
I like that Steel Wool understands how much the fans hate Mr. Hippo. Who's Steel Wool? Who's that?
I don't know. I just know that I don't too terribly like the creator of FNAF at the moment.
Oh, yeah, because of some things that he has done.
That's where he's sending his money that he's earning from these games.
Yeah, when the new devs of FNAF. Oh, got it. Gotcha. Yeah, because Scott Cawthon, like, released the reins and gave it to someone else. Like, I'm not sure. Mary might know, but I don't think he has a hand in it anymore. He might have given them, like, okay, like, here's where I want. Here's, here's the lore that Matt Pat so desperately wants to figure out. You do what you want with it.
I think Matt Pat doesn't want to actually figure out any of his theories. He just wants to keep making his theories, and so that kids that watch his stuff will make him more money.
I watch his stuff. You calling me a kid, Grant?
No, I'm just saying the majority of people that watch him are kids.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
He helps with lore and facts, that's it, yeah. I thought Security Breach, like, design-wise is pretty good, even if it's, like, buggy as hell. But, like, the lore shit, love that good lore shit. Lore, fuck off, autocorrect. Yeah, let's ban autocorrect. I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember. I forgot.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, beat the shit out of autocorrect, Mary, like you did as the enemy, as a small child in Warframe. There's nothing I could say to that. That prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice. Mr. Sato. Serialized
Oh,
detective
you have
story.
no idea, Mr. Sato, how much I love the sound, and others love the sound of my voice.
Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he? Oh, she's offended. How dare you call Sherlock Holmes' books pathetic? And then does the Sato takedown. I would like to see that happen.
She feels personally attacked.
It's the meme of, like, Van Zeek's serialized detective stories are pathetic, Sato, and I took that personally.
Yeah, essentially.
Maybe let's pick our battles here. My lord, might I be allowed to speak?
As judicial assistant, you may speak for the defense. Yes, go ahead.
My child looks like Lucas. It makes sense. Oh my god, yes. We love Lucas. I love Felix, but yes. The prosecution may consider the idea a fantasy, but what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning. And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. To that end, juror number 4, Mrs. Joan Garadeb, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination. Yeah, because she's a fucking, she's a conflict of interest on the jury stand. Like, what the fuck? I'm surprised they haven't removed her from that position when they found out, like, oh shit, like, she's related to the crime scene somehow.
I don't think they have a conflict of interest thing yet.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
Same reason why the guy on the far left is the foreman, even though he was the suspect/witness in the last case.
It's live, a cross-examination of a juror. Order. Well, this is highly irregular.
Just like my bowel movement.
Just like my wife. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned to the witness stand.
Objection!
Casually
I hope someone
flinked.
got a good taste of that wine. And unnecessary.
Oh my god. Van Zeeks, you're queer. It's my headcanon now, he's queer. I don't care.
Lord Von Zeeks.
There are already witnesses on the stand to those testimony the defense may cross-examine.
Okay. My mind just went to imagine how many fangirls of Van Zeek sit behind his prosecutor stand and like pray that like he'll throw the bottle and it'll land on them. Like, oh my god, Van Zeeks threw a bottle and it landed on me. Oh my goodness. You would know. You know those fangirls would do that.
Weirdly enough.
Grant does not like this idea. We're moving on now.
My learned friends Farsical?
Farcical? Farcical?
Farcical theory has any truth in it. That both of burning book and a jackknife must have thrown through the sky before his couple's eyes. And we must assume they would be able to testify accordingly.
Farcical. Thank you.
Farcical, okay.
We can't English. It's fine.
What say you, witness?
Hasty helmet leather. Oh, yes, sir! Constable Rowley Beat reporting for duty, sir! I'm as sleepy as my voice actor is right now.
God, I love the voice. I love it so much.
Thank you, Gray, for locking my boots.
Well, I will admit I'm surprised by my range for me being able to voice this guy at the same time I'm voicing Vampire Daddy.
I love how you just like you've given up on calling him Van Zeeks and just call him Vampire Daddy because of me. Like.
I mean, that's what my friends call it, so I thought I might as well just call it then.
Oh, fair.
Good morning, officer.
Sorry for dozing until now, sir.
So you haven't been dozing before? I call bullshit.
I haven't slept for a month on account of a villain who's appeared on my beat, sir.
A human body can't last sleeping for like 5 days. What do you mean you haven't slept in a month? That's... what?
Well, you see, sir, a man named Herlock Sholmes keeps appearing every so often.
Was he a
So I
villain?
try to catch him, but every time I try to catch him, he suddenly disappears and surrounded by people that listen to him and to his detective stories. But really, he's the one committing the crimes.
Oh god, what a plot twist that would be.
Oh, they're so heroic, these London bobbies.
Trisha, my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more.
Oh, Rolly, my hero, you make me swoon.
I'm actually a bit disgusted right now. Very well, I hereby reject the defense's request. And order the witnesses instead to testify again, if only to get them to shut up about themselves for a bit. State forth within the court any details pertaining to the defense's alternative explanation of events.
Yes, sir!
Herlock Sholmes keeps showing up every time I'm almost asleep and injecting me with a mix of meth and crack so I literally can't sleep. Oh my god.
Hold on, I can actually say this line.
Herlock Sholmes keeps showing up every time I'm almost asleep and injecting me with a mix of meth and crack so I literally can't sleep. Also, my wife Patricia chokes me out sometimes.
God.
Witness's testimony. Court report. This case has nothing to do with Mr. and Miss Garrigan. Believe me, a London Bobby is good for his word. You see, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Garridip's house are top hinge casements.
Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene to go fetch help, but my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed.
But he fucking fell asleep.
I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for 1 moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir.
This testimony reeks of horseshit.
No, it reeks of me sleeping with crack in bed.
Oh god.
Well, this is quite startling that one of our bobbies is on crack and meth, but top hinge casement windows, you say?
The detail was not in the police report, Constable. Probably because crack and meth is not illegal yet.
He really went pointier fingers. He really did pointy fingers. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ah, yes, sorry about that. I must have been a little drowsy.
You cannot excuse your sins with drowsiness every time, Constable.
No, sir!
Sorry, but what exactly is a top hinged casement window?
And you cannot excuse your ignorance with such trite remarks, my learned friend.
Listen, this man has literally only been in England for like 3 days. Like, cut him some fucking slack, my guy.
I will cut him slack when he is begging on my boot heel.
Ha! Of course, sorry. I found it, Mr. Naruto. Wow, what is this magic book she has that has, like, literally everything they need to know? Where can I get one of those?
It's a good thing you apologized. Now beg.
Cast your mind back to the windows in Mr. and Mrs. Garradep's room.
Alright, I'll try.
So the window opens in order to allow air to circulate inside the house. But as it is a top-hinged casement window, it swings open along the upper edge. You see, it's to prevent people from falling out the window if they have it open, because they don't have screens. Makes sense. Makes sense. Maybe it's the Encyclopedia Britannica. Mayhaps, mayhaps.
I'm glad you rectified your ignorance. A casement window's most prominent feature. It's to stay a metal bar which prevents the window from being opened beyond a certain point.
Yeah, it's like we have in dorm halls on campus. Like, we can't open a window past a certain height because so people can't fall out a window or throw things out the window. Yep. It prevents its opening? This is all news to me.
Sir!
That completely cut out.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Thank you.
In other words, the book or knife was to have been thrown through the open window. It would have clattered against the frame and fallen straight down to the pavement below.
No.
You see the problem then. Good. Your education on Windows is complete. There was
Do I
never
get a
any
degree?
possibility of either the book or the knife traveling 15 yards over the book.
Do I get
You
a
don't
do I
think we
get a
could-
certificate and a sticker?
You get to not beg at my boot heels.
Okay, great. Fantastic. That's what I love to hear.
That is unless the window pane has been shattered. Something we've discounted already.
That kid.
Did you see that, Rolly? That young Japanese man just collapsed in
Agony. Do you live off agony, Patricia?
Patricia, why did I marry you? Oh, yes, my darling, I saw it. I saw how he crumpled before me.
I don't like this couple anymore. This is uncomfortable.
We both got blonde hair and blue eyes. That's a lot like how another big group of people wanted to have, isn't it? Bit weird.
Oh,
Just like
Rolly,
pointed it
you're
out.
so strong.
He did nothing. He literally did nothing. How is this happening? I haven't even started the cross-examination yet, and my argument's been destroyed. While literally Abelith. Abeloth? What? I'm
Aboleth.
confused, Combat Butler. What is that word?
Aboleth?
Abelith?
Counsel, if you could drag yourself upright again and stop doing the drugs, the court awaits your cross-examination. Say no to drugs, kids. This is not a PSA.
My lord. Oh, good. Another desperate situation. An eldritch abomination from Star Wars of the dark side that feeds off fear and suffering. Oh, gotcha. I mean, you could just call them, like, a sadist. Okay, is good for this one. Okay, I feel like I have to press first.
Yes, you have to press first.
I feel like I have to press on this, the third statement.
The first one you need to press is not that one.
Okay. Well, yeah, but why do that when I can make a Star Wars reference even if nobody gets it? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Touché. Do I press on the first statement?
Yep.
Hold it!
How can you say that for certain?
Oh. A very good question, sir. And the answer is this blue book. Blue book. There's the noble founding principles of the Force written into it as to remind us, all policemen, of our sworn duty to uphold the bankers.
He showed us that before, didn't he?
Did he? I can't say I remember.
To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. That's what the job's all about. That and my Patricia gets off of watching me beat people up with a baton. And that's why I can't stand here today besides my long-suffering wife to tell you Bobby's good for this world. While rubbing my tired eyes vividly. Sir!
Oh, Rolly, you're so manly.
I know, because you won't leave me. Of course I am, my darling Patricia. Oh, wow.
Oh, Rolly.
Cute Ryanosuke throwing up at the sidelines like, I did not ask for this. No, none of this is what I meant. I meant, how can you say for certain that this case has nothing to do with the Gyarados?
See, sir, you should have said so earlier, sir.
I did. Yes, well, so could you answer the question? That was a waste of time then.
Absolutely, sir. I will answer to the fullest of my abilities, sir.
I feel like he's not gonna answer the question.
There's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb domestic dispute can't be clear related to this case. Because the other one was arrested during the scene of the crime. Before I get into that, sir, just one thing.
Yes?
I very much like you and all your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard. So I hope you take back some tales of us London bobbies and how we upheld those growing principles.
Guiding principles. Are you okay?
Me? I'm sorry. I'm very tired.
Very
so I
tired
hope
for
we all
this?
take tales of us to uphold our guiding principles.
There we
I hope
go.
you take back some tales of us London bobbies and how we uphold our guiding principles.
Why is he so concerned about, like, what we say?
I don't know.
I find
because they
this
want to put on a good
sus.
face.
I don't know. I find that sauce.
Because that's what it says in my fucking script.
That Von Zeeks
Under
gave
the
me.
table here.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on going
Even-
back yet. I've only just arrived here 3 days
There's
ago.
also blackmail. They have blackmail under the table for me, sir. So, to that end, sir, I'd be happy to lend you my warrant card for your pursuit.
Perusal.
I said what I said. But I must warn you, you won't be able to get through it without shedding a few tears.
Because of how
like I do
awfully
every
it's
time
written.
I look at my wife.
Thank you. I'll try. Small folding cloth identifies Latin bobbies and contains the rules of conduct which I must adhere. Okay. We're gonna quickly look at that. You see, he completely avoided the question. Alright, let's look at this shit he gave us. Alright, principles of policing. Item number 1. A policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. Item number 2. A patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles around his beat every day for the furtherance of community relations. Alright, regulations. 1. Any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. 2. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives.
Okay.
Huh. I know we're gonna have to use something in here, but I'm not sure what's nothing is standing out to me.
Then maybe there's something we can't use yet.
Maybe. Am I supposed to press on all the statements?
You're supposed to press on number 2, and then it says press on all the remaining statements. Once Patricia becomes dissatisfied, press on the new statement, and then press on the new statement again. And
Okay,
you get an
slow down,
anniversary
slow down,
bouquet.
slow down, slow down. We're gonna do things one at a time here.
Hold it!
I have to press number 2 first.
Okay. By which you mean they don't fully open, correct?
Yes, sir. They're just there to allow a bit of air through the house, you see, so they're restricted as to how much they open.
And therefore anything thrown out of the window from inside the room would simply strike the pane and fall to the street directly below. For clarity, allow me to mark the map. Here is the location where the objects would have fallen. Yes, directly opposite the scene of the crime on the other side of the rather wide road.
Would it
Isn't
have
this all based off if they came from the second store, not the first one?
What?
Isn't this all based on the idea that they went across the second library, not the first one?
Second library? What?
Yeah, remember how we had to figure out that it was actually a different library that they bought the books?
Yeah.
So isn't the path that he says they worked on originally from the first one?
Yes.
Well, okay then.
I think. Would it have been so hard for somebody to mention this top hinge casement thing before? Well, I have another question for you, Constable.
What would that be, sir?
How do you even know? Why would you have any idea what sort of windows Mr. and Mrs. Garrett's house is furnished with?
Oh, it's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday.
Wait, I feel like that's sus.
We have to pursue.
I know. Didn't the Garrettas move to a different floor recently because of their money troubles?
I believe so.
I mean, they own that entire house. And they rent
Yeah,
out
they own
some
the
of the
building.
rooms. So item number 2 says, when a crime is discovered on their beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives.
It wasn't their beat. It
wasn't his
I
beat.
believe.
Because the crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. So, he was fine to stay and watch the crime scene until they had received someone from that beat to take over. Once that police officer got there, he had no reason to help. He probably shouldn't. It doesn't say they shouldn't be helping, but like, we can assume that he's not supposed to be helping anymore.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to add, Mrs. Beat?
Sorry.
You look, well, delighted. Is there some particular reason for that?
Oh, I was just remembering. That's all. We really were so lucky.
Lucky? What do you mean?
Well, of course. I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. Don't misunderstand me, please. We were just so lucky that didn't happen on Rolly's beat. It was so close, you see.
Oh, I hadn't realized.
Oh, yes, that street, Briar Road. That's the boundary between Rolly's beat and the next one. Isn't that right, my love?
I can. No thanks, and Garadeb.
Constable Beat.
Hmm? Oh, yeah, yes, that's right.
I feel like they tampered with the crime scene. Because it's going to depend on where does the beat fall. Like, does it fall along Briar Road or does it fall horizontal? So on the bottom road. Because if it's vertical along Briar Road, they might have moved the body and the crime scene.
We shall see.
I have a feeling that's what happened.
That's the reason I was helping out with interviewing the occupants of the Garadeb household yesterday. Their house is on my beat, you see, sir.
That really was cutting it close then.
Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garadeb household is on your beat, does that mean that with the pavement next to it as well?
Outside Mr. Garadeb's household? Yes, ma'am. The pavement on the side of the road is spot on beat.
I see. I was unaware of that.
Just think, if the woman had been attacked just on the other side of Briar Road, we would never have been go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary. But that's the life of a Bobby, after all.
Extraordinary people are Bobbies, tirelessly working for the benefit of all Londoners.
Do you know what I think? I think it was the good Lord's way of rewarding my Rolly for all his hard work. Don't you think so, my darling?
That must be it, Pat, my love. That must be it.
I think perhaps we should make sure we have that information officially on record.
Leave it to me, Mr. Naruhodo. I'll take care of that immediately.
How? Stop reading my mind, Sasato. God. Pavement where the victim was found lies just outside Constable's beat the border of which runs down. Okay. This constable needs to be fired. Yeah, fucking really.
So now it's my turn, I think.
Okay.
Hey, Gray.
Hey, what?
If it's not too much to ask, after we finish this testimony, do you think we could end it there?
I mean, we can end Great Ace. I might stay on a little longer, but yeah, after we finish the testimony, we can stop Great Ace.
Okay. Because I keep fading.
Oh God.
I'm like real life Rolly right now.
Oh God. We can stop here. We can finish this testimony next week.
Okay. Just, oh my God, I just keep fading. I apologize.
Yeah, sleeping is important, my guy.
Yeah, I know. I should have slept more, but oh well.
Yeah, you were up early.
I did sleep. I did sleep earlier, but I didn't sleep enough, I think. So, yeah, I just, getting to me. But I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I couldn't last longer. I thought I could, but apparently I couldn't.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go probably sleep for a bit longer. If I wake up and you're still on, which you might not be, I could probably do some more. But if not, then I'll be talking and maybe streaming with my friends later. But that all depends on when I wake up.
Okay. All right. Good night, Grant. Sleep well. Mary also wishes you a good night.
Bye, Mary. Bye, everybody else.
Bye, Grant. All right. So, considering that it is still, it's only 8:43. I stream a little longer. So I wonder. Let's see. What game can I play? Waves. Let's see. What could we do? What could we do? God, I was not prepared for this. Alright, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put a poll in chat after I figure out how to do a poll in chat. Great, I saw you were playing Inscription the other day. How are you liking it? It is a very good game. I really like the concept of it. I'm just stuck on how to progress the story where I am, and I don't want to look it up because I don't want spoilers. I am just stuckaroo. Alright, wait, let me open up my Twitch on here. Then I will do a poll. Do you like non-spoiler hints? I do prefer non-spoiler hints, yes. Me and Jesse have already finished Act 1. There's Act 1? What? I don't know how it's defined in acts. I don't know how they define that. So confusion. Okay. Poll? Don't get spoiled on a description. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for myself. That's why I'm avoiding spoilers. Okay. Manage a poll. New poll. Alright. Hi, Ryan! Hello! Eggies! Look at all the eggies. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put out a poll in the Twitch chat. And it's basically gonna say which game to play. Excuse me. So the options are Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and then the DR Danganronpa Beach episode. It is up to y'all what you would like to see me do. I would put more games on there, but like I feel like it's gonna be too much effort to try and start those right now. So feel free to vote above in chat. So in Danganronpa, we would just be doing another character thing, which I think I still have Kamaru to do. And then in Pokemon, we would probably mess around in Underground and maybe going to battle people in the battle zone, but that's really it. So it's up to you what y'all want to see for another hour. You pick or choose. You can use more tech points to vote, or you can use more bits to vote if you would like, but that is up to y'all. You have a couple minutes to decide. I would go and I would start a new game, but like there's too many games for me to choose from, and like I would like to be like a little bit more prepared when playing a new game. So, yeah, that's where we're at. All right, I'm going to move this over here cuz both of them are going to require my Switch to be activated. So, I'm going to bloop, turn that on. Bloop, switch my inputs. Alright, and also if you have like questions on like, oh, so like, how are we doing this and things like that, feel free to ask. Blah blah blah. Fine with that. It's really up to what y'all want to see happen.
Hi, Eggy.
Oh, and I have a stain on my desk. Alright, let me... Okay, let me fix this. I need Avermedia to show up. Here we go. can't wait for Legends of Arceus. Yes, I'm so hyped. I will be playing it on Friday. Providing that Amazon Prime actually delivers my thing in time.